All right. Baker and molasses at the movies.
Baking with molasses.
You gotta have molasses.
In cookies, is it good?
It is good.
All right.
You gotta
Maybe
try
it is. Maybe it is.
Black strap molasses. I think that's supposed to be the most healthy.
Oh, I heard that from somebody say. I thought that was like a wrestler or something.
Could be a good wrestling
right?
game, though. I think it'd be great.
Which is a good movie, by the way, The Wrestler.
Yeah. So we definitely have seen different movies and not the same movies.
Good.
So tell me, you saw All Is True. You thought it was really good.
All Is True. I got in so many, not many disagreements. I have my film class, as you know, and I do a talk at Burns Court, downtown Sarasota, and we had a nice talk about it, and then I had a Jewish Federation class, and I saw it. I ended up seeing it because of that. I told you there's a test. It's the Gus Molasses test. If you can see a movie each time, you learn something more.
Yes.
First of all, if I can watch a movie 4 times, just go see the damn thing.
Yes.
It's a great film.
Right.
Okay, I'm not going to go see something.
Right.
I'm not a total moron. I mean, some things in life, but that is...
Yeah.
It's brilliant. You don't have to love Shakespeare. You don't have to know Shakespeare. You don't have to be related to Shakespeare. You don't have to have ever heard of Shakespeare, but you will get... It'll help you. Mm-hmm. But it's just Kenneth Branagh and Judith Dench and Ian McKellen. It's stunning work. It's by the way, we're not featuring it. I will say, I'll throw it. It's a perfect movie. I gave it a very high, probably 100. 1 to 100, I give it to 100.
All right, now.
Because it was moving. It was great.
I'm laughing because I almost went to see it because it was compared to Wild Nights with Emily, and I'm not joking.
Oh,
God. Because yes, this one reviewer, a big reviewer said.
A big reviewer?
Yes. Acclaimed reviewer.
Acclaimed, yes.
I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I don't...
But they said because it makes you think the days after about it.
See, I trust you more. You were acclaimed, and then
I'm not acclaimed.
No. I'm claiming you as being acclaimed. I don't believe reviewers. There's very few that I go to as the Bible. It's still Roger Ebert's, and Roger doesn't write for them anymore. So it's not. It's Larry Lipschitz and his brother Bob,
right.
or somebody. But it has their moniker at least. But there's some people. A.O. Scott hit and miss with me. Some good stuff, and then I totally disagree with him on some things.
Okay.
So
now, one I've seen and you haven't, but you're going this weekend. Rocket Man. I've seen it twice, which already is a good sign.
Is it 100?
It's 100. The
100?
screenplay is...
You're just giving it 100 bills like that?
I'm giving it 100.
Whoa.
It's perfect. The screenplay is better than Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay. Well, that's again, and being fair with that, because I was like a groupie, like I was like...
I know, me too.
And I'll say this, and I know me too. I was like a girl going to see David Cassidy back in the day. Okay, was there? Yeah. See, they're there.
Yeah. I actually saw him when I was 35. He came to Rochester.
Well, there you go.
Like as a sort of has been. But we were on a couch to get a good view.
You were on a couch with David Cassidy?
No, I was standing on a couch to see him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a sea of women.
I woke up in love. I love the Partridge Family, man. That was like a simpler time.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, so Rocket Man, I know you're going to
like better screenplay than Bohemian. I can see that completely.
Yeah.
But does it have that feeling?
Yes. You
at
walk
the end?
out of there going, yes.
Same?
Yes.
Really?
But not as high because it's not the concert high. It's not that concert.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's not a biopic traditionally. It's a musical. That's what they're touting it as.
No, I'd say half and half.
Okay.
And it's better than La La Land as far as dancing and music.
Take it easy now.
I'm serious.
Take it easy.
Well, there's a lot better than La La Land.
Well,
I could probably do better in the parking lot.
No. You gotta have that talk with me. I have to have a talk.
Really?
I can defend it, yes.
Oh, all right. Well, I like one scene, but I don't know.
I can defend it.
Roxy, would you like to be called Roxy or Roxanne?
Roxy's fine.
Roxy?
Yeah.
You can call me Roxy, too.
Sometimes I slip back into, being conservative, but Roxy's good.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We're doing a Facebook Live show in a little bit, so that was prep for that.
Yes.
We'll do a testimonial or tribute or breakdown La La Land sometime. I'll tell you why.
Maybe I need to see it again.
Oh, you only saw it once?
Yes.
Oh, you only saw it once?
Mm-hmm.
No. No, it works. It works. It's, a love story works.
I love Ryan Gosling.
They're not great dancers. They're not great singers. That's not the point. It's the giving up a dream.
Well,
they go after their dream. They sacrifice each other. So the homage to Casablanca to me.
Okay.
It could be a better couldn't be a better film the way it ended. If you've seen the ending, if you really let the film sink in, then there's high stakes for me. Okay. So it works for me. I'm not comparing it to Fred and Ginger.
Well, that's what I think. They build it as like the
I can't do that.
No.
That's like low expectations.
On your show today, we're going to talk about perfect movies. Speaking of perfect movies, Fred Astaire, the one we saw.
Oh, Top Hat.
Oh, I love that movie. That's perfect.
Perfect.
It's got comedy.
Perfect.
It's got romance.
You know his favorite film that is?
Who?
Mel Brooks.
Aww.
How's that? Because the pitter patter, the jokes.
Yes.
Mel, and by the way, Mel Brooks, let's just say, I'm going to say it's not the producers. For producers, funny movie, but Young Frankenstein is top 5 comedies of all time. Yeah. Even if you don't like monsters, even if you don't like Halloween. Right. Even if you don't, it is just. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
God, it's so good.
My son actually writes these beautiful notes on Mother's Day.
Oh, nice.
And he once said, Mom, I'll never forget when you let my friend and I watch Blazing Saddles. And they were young. And I mean, there was some risque things in there.
With some pork and beans.
He thought he was...
Yeah, let him go around the campfire. You can't even do these scenes today.
He looks back on that fondly, thank God.
No, but this is the thing that people are editing out the heart of. Yes. Films have to be a place where you can go and let your hair down and again, it's some things works, and again, I was talking to Andrew Ford, who's a friend of ours. We're talking about paintings. Paintings are like, okay, somebody doesn't like Van Gogh, and I don't get that because I love Van Gogh, and I get that he's so unique. But not everyone likes it. They like more of a classical, maybe they like Da Vinci more, or they like modern, that I don't get as much of Pollock, but I get that it's beautiful. So films are like that. They're personal. Sure. It's having people see them. That's what Andrew does with art. Yeah. That's what we do. Right. Kind of explain what we saw. And not everyone's going to get the same thing.
Exactly.
I guess.
Yeah.
But certain things are perfect. So you thought that was a... I'm surprised at Rocketman. Now you got my expectations high. Because I trust, you're one of the few people I trust.
No, it's going to... I guarantee.
Really? But see, the Emily thing threw me because I got to throw
That's not a perfect movie.
No.
Imagination. But it made me think that...
Okay, I would see it again because of you, though. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your
Okay, some other little ones that are recent, because I know we're going to talk about classics probably on the show.
No, we're going to do both.
But Good Time, did you ever see that?
Good Times with Jimmy Walker?
No. Okay, it's from 2017.
2017.
Two brothers did it, Benny and Josh Safdie. I had to look up their names again. And Robert Pattinson stars in it. Okay. And it's about two brothers who go on a bank robbery and, things don't go well.
I like the idea.
Honest to God, it was really...
It's called Good Time?
You got to watch it.
I will. I'll take that. It's an easy referral.
And in fact, these guys used a real guy. If you watch the movie, at the end of the movie, I'm laughing only because he was such a character. This escaped, convict shows up, and he was actually a convict. Reformed.
Yes.
But, no kidding. I mean, this guy nailed the part because he lived it.
Yes.
But it's intense.
You're in.
It's intense.
All right, I'll look. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You make sure you email or text me that.
And Robert Pattinson, my respect
He's the
for
guy,
him,
Twilight guy or whatever?
Yeah, because I thought, nah.
And that scene won.
But I read about, he spent a month in a basement in Brooklyn to get sort of this
grungy,
pale, no vitamin D look. He was really good in it.
So, well, that's cool.
Yeah. I heard he's going to be the next Batman, which I think maybe he can pull it off.
The next Batman.
He's got
Is it time? Again, I'm going to date myself. I remember the Batman TV series, which was that was like love for me. It was so campy.
Yes, that's the way it should be.
It's so wrong that it was right.
That's what all these superhero movies do wrong. They take themselves too darn seriously.
They're the same continuously.
Except for Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man, he cracks people up a little bit.
Okay. I like Spider-Man, the one with Emma Stone, the second one.
The Upside Down Kiss.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I like that one. I saw that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So I dug that. And I can't see them all, though, because they're all...
What other perfect movies won't you have time? I mean,
we're going to talk about one of yours. I don't know if you want to talk about it now. You're going to reveal it. You went to, Jimmy Stewart's birthday was May 20th, and you mentioned, and I think that's as good as it gets with Katharine Hepburn and him and Cary Grant.
I know.
And in 1940s Philadelphia story. Why is that a perfect movie to you? We can talk about it here and on the show tonight.
Yeah. I loved all the minor characters. as much as I did the major characters.
So Ruth Hussey. And
Roland Young as Uncle Willie.
Yeah.
You know, and again, stuff
Yeah.
that we wouldn't get away with today because he was sort of like the George H. Walker Bush with
Yeah.
the pinching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His pinching fetish.
Or
Uncle
Biden,
Willie.
smelling the hair. I mean,
But like, I don't know. I always had a fixation for Roland Young. He had this
Yeah.
sparkle in his
Yeah.
eye that I just thought was so cool.
I bet you probably could write a book and no one would like sue you for that. I have a fixation for Roland Young. No one's gonna go, what?
Right. But Jimmy Stewart, I thought, was really handsome and cute in that too.
Well, that's a makeup. He won an Oscar for that, and that's a makeup
Right.
because he had done Mr. Smith Goes to Washington the year before and didn't get it, and that
Right.
was the greatest year in Hollywood. And he gets the award in 40 and really beats out his buddy Henry Fonda for Grapes of Wrath. And this is a kind of a secondary role.
Right.
And we'll talk about it on the show tonight. The original cast on that, because Hepburn is box office poison at this point.
Exactly, right.
And she had this play that she bought the rights to, and she wanted an original cast. She had to settle for Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart. Think about that.
Oh my.
Settle for Jimmy Stewart and Cary Grant. Her first picks were
No.
Spencer Tracy
Oh, of course.
and Clark Gable. And she had to settle for Jimmy Stewart.
Well, she was
which I think are
biased.
better, quite
She was
frankly.
biased with Spencer, obviously.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart is great. Yeah, and I think that is it's a George Cukor vehicle. It works.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sweet movie. It's
is.
intelligent. Oh, there's a scene in there. We're going to clip it tonight. That would you know, when he does the scene when pushes her face down
Oh, yeah, yeah.
to the moon. Alice Gleason, the
Yes.
honeymooners. You can't. One of these days, you
Yeah.
can't say stuff like that.
Yeah. And the fact that, that she winds up with him
Yeah.
would make the Me Too movement go crazy, probably. Like, she's
Yeah,
going back
that's
to
where
somebody.
we're getting crazy.
Right.
So that one is there, and then we have another one on the show tonight. Mia was our wonderful assistant, a camera person, a floor director. She does everything for us. She's doing the podcast.
Yeah.
She's directing. What's the name of the film? Biggest Little Farm.
Yes.
It's just. Have you seen it?
No.
I'm going to tell you something. It's a perfect little film. Again, you know why I like it? Because they're talking about the environment and they didn't mention climate change once. They just showed what you could do. Now I had people say, well, where'd they get the money to do this? They raised money, they went in. That's not even part. It's just what they do over 8 years. Of course, it's not probably realistic unless you had a lot of money to do this.
Right.
But they're battling. They're talking about the little farm, but it made me wonder about the little things, about how we all relate together. The actual animal life on this farm and what they go through and the farming life. It was just a whole new appreciation. It's a beautiful, spiritual, inspirational. I was totally surprised.
Okay.
I thought I was getting something else.
All right.
And we'll talk about that tonight too.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's a new one.
Yeah.
And then, but there, I like, I ask in the class, and we do a class here in Longboat Key, and I ask 1 to 100, and people are reluctant to give hundreds out.
No, I like hundreds. I mean, if it's worthy, it's worthy.
Yeah, so I gave that 100, and I gave Dr. Ruth, who I'm talking about Saturday,
It's
100. It's just how this woman, it's like she's so
She's been
interesting.
through everything, and she's such a beautiful soul. And she always has been. I mean,
Yeah, and people, I think, want to find something. They always find, if you hand somebody a manuscript,
right.
they always want to find something wrong with it.
Right.
If they hand it to you and go, it was perfect.
But the animation, that was so gorgeous too. It was so
Yeah.
humanistic that
Yeah.
it made you feel what she felt, which was
And there was a purpose, like the Loving Vincent.
yes,
It filled in scenes that you couldn't possibly be there, so that it moved the story forward,
right,
and it wasn't just a ploy.
right,
And it really felt like her, like it had human characteristics.
yeah.
So I was in love with that film. I want to go on a date with Dr. Ruth. She's born on the
Well,
same
she's
day.
lonely, I think. So it's
Well,
possible.
so am I. So we'll maybe
possible.
we'll do a show together. Hello.
She's adorable.
How are you? June 4th. She's born on my birthday, and I'm born on hers because she was there first. She's cute.
Right.
Yeah, I just, and we need hopeful films. I think
I think so too.
sometimes it's just so. I don't know, Hollywood. I'm still like you. I'm glad you picked that film today. They're so hopeful in terms of the romantic comedy. What do they call them? Rom-coms? Is that what they like, rom-com?
Right, right.
I just love that kind of,
Yeah.
whether it's Jimmy Stewart and Katharine Hepburn, or it's